What's up, guys? I'm Brandon. This is John. We are Gentlemen of Whiskey, and today we are tasting the newest bottle we've ever tasted.
Also, the bottles are shaped like horseshoes.
Also, there's whiskey in the bottles.
Okay, so in this episode, we are talking about the brand new Green River Wheated, and we have it with the Green River Rye whiskey that has been around for a little bit of time. Green River Wheated came out in March, so it's like end of April right now, early May. So that's pretty close to about the earliest we ever get things because Pennsylvania sucks at bringing new whiskey out. We have had the Green River Mashbill in Blue Note and in Wheel Horse before.
Yeah.
At some point, I know that we've talked about the Blue Note. It was our top 5 of 2022, I believe.
Yeah. Yep.
We have not talked about Wheel Horse, even though that is something that off the channel we talk about pretty frequently as being a great bottle.
And I will be getting some this year, for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Those are both sourced from Green River, so I'm excited to see what Green River's Mashbill at 90 proof is like.
Oh, I'm very excited. I hope it doesn't suck.
They are both 4+ years old. No age statement past that. They're both 90 proof. They're both 70% corn. This one is 21% rye, 9% malted barley. This one is 21% wheat, 9% malted barley. So they're the same percentages, it just swaps rye for wheat. I think it's time to open these bad boys up.
Let's do it. Excited.
I am the excite.
I didn't used to like tax strips, and now I love them. And I want them to, stay intact, no pun intended.
Intact.
I know you would like that. And also, I always, when I put the corks back, I have to line them up. It drives me nuts if I take it off, recork it, and the tax strips aren't lined up.
Oh, this is funny.
That was better. Where are you,
I don't think it really matters. Pour right and left.
I do like the nose initially on this one.
That one smells pretty good too.
Yeah. I'm hopeful that these are going to be good.
It's got that grape-ness on the rye bourbon that I like out of the Blue Note.
Wait a minute. That's the wrong cork.
What?
That's the wrong cork. I left this cork over here.
Oh, no.
Tax strip's got to be lined up, and the right cork's got to be in the right bottle. Dude, I just saved our lives. That could have been...
are you allergic to wheat?
No, it just could have been disastrous. Wrong corks.
I think we should probably do the wheated first.
Really? Why?
You always want to try and go with lower proof or lower rye percentage.
That makes sense.
So
the wheated it is.
Wheated it is. Plus it's 100% newer. So new is always better, in the words of Barney Stinson.
I don't agree with that.
Turns out he didn't actually agree with it either. Nose?
Dude.
Wow, that's interesting.
Even at 90 proof, I'm getting some proof on there. I like it though. It's sweet.
It reminds me of Big League Chew. Big League Chew kind of was just very grape. Grape and almost flour, because they would use a lot of flour in the bags to keep all the pieces from sticking together, which never worked. There's a little bit of wheat to this. It's not a crazy complex nose.
No.
It has, I think, an appropriate amount of oak. It does not smell young.
No. It doesn't, which is cool.
It's a little on the light side.
It is. There's some legs there. It looks all right. I'm excited. I really want to taste it, to be honest. I'm excited.
That's where I was going next. So.
Perfect.
Cheers. There's actually more heat to this than I would have expected for it being a wheater and being 90 proof.
Yep. I do like the palate. It's not as sweet though. Kind of like light oak and some heat, and there's a little, a touch of the sweetness, but the nose to me is way sweeter than the palate.
It's much more savory than I would have expected.
Yeah.
Not like smoked meat, but some of that leather, tobacco kind of qualities.
The word I want to use is light. None of it's heavy. Dude, it's absolutely savory on the second half of the palate. It starts out, you get a little bit of that sweetness, that oak. It makes my mouth water. It's almost that's how savory it is. The finish is okay. I'm still getting just a little bit of warmth.
Have you ever had the unfrosted mini wheats? That's kind of what it's like to me. The unsugared like wheat cereal kind of thing going on. That's how the wheat comes off to me.
Yeah.
It's surprising in the heat.
For me, it's still like a super low burn.
It's not a Knob Creek single barrel.
It's also not like amazing or blowing my mind, but it's not bad.
All right, on to number 2, the rye whiskey. Gonna take it for a ride.
I'm gonna ignore that. That terrible pun. It's actually not bad. That was pretty good. Ready knows it?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Honestly, I'm actually a little bit more excited for this one, I think.
I really liked the way it smelled out of the bottle.
Oh, that's better.
So this smells like Wheelhorse to me.
See, this smells like my R bourbon pick.
Of
the Blue Note Uncut.
Blue Note Uncut.
I still get a little bit of like bubblegum on here. Like a juicy fruit kind of thing going on.
I don't know how to describe this. Like when I've had your Wheelhorse, I don't know exactly how I describe it. I just like it so much. So it's got like those sweet corn notes, maybe like light red fruits. It's so good, man.
There's only one way to settle this.
Yay! Drink more whiskey.
The nice part is now my collection is all behind me.
Wait, is that your R bourbon?
Yeah. Open it up.
Wow.
So we can nose it.
I like the way this smells so much.
What a cork pop.
Yeah, that was killer.
I don't know why I'm trying to nose out of the bottle. It absolutely doesn't work. You want to grab a Glencairn from over there?
Yeah.
This is purely for nosing purposes.
This is for science. Whiskey and science.
So this is Blue Note. Both of these are sourced from Green River. Blue Note is just not as transparent about it.
That's why we're comparing these, right?
Okay, so this is the Wheelhorse.
All right. You smell the... Oh, no.
Trade.
So sorry.
It's much more Blue Note to me.
Dude, it's like so much more Wheelhorse to me. I'm telling you, like...
This is kind of fruitless. Let's try it.
Let's try it. Cheers.
Nose is amazing.
I'm excited to try this. Yeah, I love the
I need
nose.
to do that again because it was not loud.
Hey, cheers.
It's a little bit lighter on the palate, but it comes through almost like you're drinking water at first, and then there's like a flood of flavor.
I agree. The flavors, though, are like almost sour to me. Like, and maybe that's just youth. Like, just not good. I don't really like it.
I would be interested to see if these open up a little bit.
Of the two, I think I enjoy the wheat more. I think I like the wheated better than the ride.
I like
Ride.
the rye bourbon on the nose better and the wheated bourbon on the palate better.
Okay, and that's a good differentiation. The nose on the ride bourbon is great. Better than the wheated. But the palate on the wheated is better. I like it more because it doesn't taste as young. Still, just everything about it is soft and kind of like, even for 90 proof, dialed down.
If the nose of the rye carried on through the palate, I think this would be a contender for budget whiskey.
Yeah, that's how it smells.
Yeah.
It smells awesome. I don't think we said this. These are $35 bottles, right? $34.99.
Yep.
That's MSRP. You got them at MSRP.
They did. Shout out to our buddy Nick at Sawbulls Market.
Yeah.
Actually, Sawbull Spirits. And that's the whole reason that I went down there the other day, bought a couple of other things. He's got great prices, great selection.
Yeah.
So pick up, pour, pass on the wheated.
All right. It's tough. It's tough because it's an affordable bottle. So like if I bought it at $35, I wouldn't be like so massively disappointed. I am interested to know if it opens up. I would say pour. I think it's a pour. I think it's a pour for me.
I agree because I think we've had a previous video where we did 3 budget wheaters and Maker's Mark came out on top of that one.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't think I would buy this over Maker's Mark, but I think I would buy it over Weller Special Reserve or Larceny, which are slightly less money. The Maker's is like $2 or $3 less expensive. I would also go pour.
I would have to, okay, as far as like Makers versus this, buying it, I would have to try the two of them beside each other.
Yeah.
I also am interested to know if that opens up. Like there's still that possibility, and it could open up and get better. It could also open up and get worse. So I think pour. I'm solid on pour. I think you might enjoy it if you try it.
Okay. The rye bourbon.
It's a pass for me.
I agree. I had such high hopes for it because of these suckers.
Yeah.
But it's not what I want it to be.
So it smells to both of us like it could be those.
Yes.
The palate is the letdown where it's like, it's just not there. Like, it's just not even comparable.
I wonder if the age is the difference here. It also could be a fresh crack. Could just be that cast strength. It just has something that 90 proof dilution doesn't have.
Well, that was the other factor I was going to bring up is proof. Like, it may just be a proof thing, too.
Yeah.
I will say this, for both of these, I'm interested in their potential to open up.
This is why we do first impressions, in part, too. We do those quick reviews, but then we also get some time between when the first impression happens and then when we get our actual review in.
Yeah.
So we wanted to do this since the Wheated is the newest thing we've ever done. Maybe a little bit of time open would have helped these.
Yeah, I think you're right. Or it'll make them worse. Like, it'll be one or the other.
Yeah.
Or I guess it would do nothing. It also maybe does nothing.
A lot of people would argue that it does do nothing.
Yeah.
That has not been our experience. Yeah, I completely agree with you. I think pour on this one, pass on that one.
Yeah. At least until we see if this opens up. If this opens up and it gets better, it might be a pickup at 35. That's the other thing.
Maybe we'll do a redemption one. We'll put this against like Maker's Mark and something else. We'll do another budget weeder.
I mean, that'd be cool.
Then this maybe against Buffalo Trace, Eagle Rare, because I think that's kind of where it lives.
I was going to say this never open again.
We'll give these a shot at redemption like we did with Bowman Brothers. So
yeah, sure. I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Drink more whiskey later? Yeah, for sure.
So if you like this content, check out our other videos. Like, comment, and subscribe. Drop a comment. Tell us if you've had either of these. Drop a comment. Tell us if you want to try them. You can find them in Maryland at the very least right now.
Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
But I chewed a lot of bubble tape. I did a lot of bubble tape. It's not drugs. Did a lot of bubble tape when I was in 6th grade.
There's a lot of kids' candy that is drug-esque.
They're just priming the pump.